donating to disasters. This is one of the areas that has exploded in comparison with donating to other areas like education, arts, culture in general. And there are so many factors affecting this. One is that firms tend to be more international. There's some percentage of market operation that happens in different countries.
Right.
Therefore, they are exposed to different motives and different phenomena around the world, including disasters. So they're connected with this type of situations. The other factor is there's a lot of publicity related with donating. And that comes with the explosion of social media since 2006, more or less. And obviously, there's a stronger connection between whoever the external stakeholder is. It could be a customer, it could be the government, it could be another competitor, and the ultimate decision maker within the organization.
In terms of if you're a shareholder or you're somehow connected to these companies that are giving, is there any sort of benefit that you get by being an investor in one of these companies?
Most of these studies are related with very specific case. So context-based factors are really, really important. Tend to be related with massive organizations around the world, multinational enterprises, and tend to happen with a small sample of what we know about philanthropy around the world. What we know is that there's no conclusion. There's still a debate going on in terms of whether or not organizations benefit out of this. What happens with the return for the organization has nothing to do with the donation. So the magnitude of the donation has nothing to do with the size of the donation, has nothing to do with the magnitude of the disaster, has nothing to do with the institutions of the country. Firms tend to imitate each other.
Okay.
A lot. And tend to imitate the first mover, the first donor, the first corporation that is donating. And this is easily explained, right? If I don't donate, but my competitor has donated,
they look better.
This is going to be really, really, really bad from the reputational standpoint. So I have to donate. And actually, I'm going to donate the same amount because I trust this organization. I have very little information about the disaster. I don't know what's going on, victims, the magnitude, economic magnitude of the disaster. So I'm going to donate.
So it's not just as simple as saying, they're just doing it for the tax cuts. There's certainly, it seems like there's a lot of gray area and sort of moving parts at play.
There are so many emotional factors that are also affecting the way that managers react to this massive catastrophe. So it's not simple.
I saw that you've done a lot of work in terms of the impact of some of these shocks to the system when something does happen somewhere when it comes to entrepreneurship and innovation. So does it behoove the companies then to try and get things back to normal then by trying to help with some of these rebuilding efforts?
Yeah, so this is really, really novel, right? So we have very little information, and that's the reason I'm talking about correlations rather than a clear link, a clear relationship between something and the behavior by the organization. So we are investigating that. What we have found is that, yeah, there's something that happens in the market after these disasters that affect the way that people behave. So one thing that you discuss is that people tend to be more risk-taking after these disasters. This is really, really connect with researching cognitive psychology. So the uncertainty that's going on in the market is going to affect several things. One is the willingness to invest in new things, in novelty, innovation in general, and the other one is starting up a business. And obviously, and then you have the non-market behavior that is related with philanthropy and charity in general.